Well, hello there. It has been a little while since I last made a video talking about New World, and this video is not exactly going to be a great positive overview of the future of the game, because it looks like Amazon Games are struggling to get people to play New World Aternum in a free beta. And I think that should probably be deep cause for concern if you're Amazon Games. Let's jump in, let's talk about it. So it's a little bit awkward to show, but here we're looking at New World database. And they basically leaked the play numbers that were on the beta servers. Now, if you're worried about, like, you don't actually know what I'm talking about, there is a closed beta, New World Aternum closed beta on console only, and it's running right now. If you really want to get into that, by the way, you probably can. There's still a billion keys everywhere, I believe. But that test is closed, and you can only play it on console. I don't have a console, so I haven't played it, and it looks like not many people are playing it, to be honest. So there were a couple of things with New World database. The numbers were sort of revealed where you can see an obvious jump when the test went live here, right? It went from 4,500 basically to 6,000. And that actually appears to be sort of where it's steadied out. Actually, the numbers appear to have gone up here, which is a little bit weird. I don't know if that's just because it's the weekend. Because actually, when you have a look on it on a day-to-day basis, the numbers went down, but then maybe it's because EU opened up. Maybe that helped. I think basically this was live when the servers went live, but this wasn't live, so you can see this first day might not actually be a true reflection. Maybe it is, because it does say 1,500 there, so maybe it is. Also worth noting, by the way, that the server capacity is 4,000. Obviously they didn't get anywhere near that, but interesting. I wonder if that's to do with the new layering technology that they've probably been testing out. But the point is, I don't know if you've seen this, I don't know if you've seen like Jukesoft's video. They were trying to give away keys for New World Aternum, and they simply have failed. By the way, this is my gaming PC. I only use this when I'm streaming or recording. I am subscribed. I'm just subscribed on my other channel, so, you know, on my other account. So don't judge me, you little sausages. But yeah, they've been struggling to give away keys, and I think that is reflected in the play numbers. It's not very high. Now, this is a bit of a controversial one. I think New World needs to turn this off. I don't think we should be able to see the console play numbers. A lot of other companies hide the numbers by releasing on their own launcher and stuff like that. Whilst I'm pro having the numbers, it lets us make informed decisions. The reality is it also lets us beat them over the head with it. So I would personally disable this, but you know, I'm happy they don't for now, because it lets me see what they're doing. But yeah, if they're struggling to get people to play New World Aternum right now in a closed beta that's free, how are they going to get people to pay $60, $70 or whatever the hell it is? That would be a major concern for me if I was Amazon Games. Now, it's worth noting that beta tests, obviously, people know that their progression isn't going to carry over. You can't really expect the same level of interest, but it would be one concern that I would have. Amazon right now will know the sales of their pre-orders, and they'll probably have a good estimate of what they're going to get when the game actually goes live on the 15th of October. They'll know if they're worried or not. Me personally, I am very worried, and I'm in the same situation that we were from the start. And that's relatively simple, right? The play numbers are going down, they're not going up. I don't see them going up until New World Aternum. And then even then, right, we don't actually have a roadmap of what's coming after New World Aternum until we get New World Aternum. So we will only know afterwards. That's too late for me. It needed to be before. I have no confidence in them at the moment because they've not given us anything for a year. So I remember when Scott Lane was talking about how, you know, they weren't giving us information for the health and the you know, the goodness of the game. I'm not convinced about that. I think basically not making content for your game for a year might backfire here. Maybe console will do really, really well. I am just not seeing it personally. I still maintain that the team who are working on New World at the minute are going to get shipped off to work on Lord of the Rings. Like, that just makes sense. It's the same studio, for heaven's sake. Like, it's the same studio in the same place. Pretty much the same devs. And what will happen to New World? That's probably going to Romania. Romania is going to be helping with New World. They'll just take more of the heavy lifting. Makes logical sense to me. And it might not be a bad thing. Like, you know, the Romanian devs, I'm sure, will be just as good, if not better. So I've got no qualms over that. As for me, yeah, I don't really want to talk about New World that much at the minute, but somebody who is continuing to do so is Jukesoft. What an absolute legend. If you want to, like, follow up, like, minute to minute, day to day stuff about New World, then, you know, at the minute, I think he's head and shoulders above everybody else, basically. I myself haven't made a video for, I think it's like 32 days, something like that. And I go back to the phrase, if you don't have anything good to say, then don't say anything at all. And normally, I feel like I balance out my critique with positivity. But right now, the only thing I like about the game is the combat. I've not played the game properly in 2 months. I don't have that same positivity to offer, therefore I'm not really saying expecting anything. But I haven't given up on New World yet. I'm still going to play New World Aternum because I am weirdly still interested in that. The PvP zone, the raid, etc. I say etc, there's not much in that etc, but I am intrigued nonetheless. But ultimately, right now, I don't see my future and I don't see a good future when it comes to New World. It's just that simple. I'm not sure what we'll do, but I'll probably keep this channel as sort of like my action combat guide channel. I know I don't really do guides at the minute, but you know, if there's a game that comes out where guides make sense, then I'll do that. And it'll be just the game, the action combat game that I'm playing. So there's a couple of like contenders in that list, right? We got Soulframe maybe coming this year. Well, it is coming this year, but it's not really an MMO. Neither is New World at this point, so who cares about that? Then we're gonna have like Chrono Odyssey and Arcade and Dude Awakening. Hopefully we can find something there. And maybe I'll just pivot this channel to that. But I will talk about New World when there's like real news that interests me. Like we apparently will get a PTR on the PC version of New World Aternum. So when we do that, I'll still make the videos. But just in the last, 4 to 8 weeks, I have just not give a damn. And neither does anybody else, right? You look at the play numbers, nobody else cares either. So it's not like I'm the weird one. I don't want to go on a bit of a rant, but New World at the minute just sort of, I just get feelings of a little bit of like sadness, right? A little bit of sadness. I'm just sort of sad about the way that things have transpired. A little, I won't want to say angry. Angry's a bit like maybe just frustrated. Like I'm frustrated that they didn't do enough with the game that I liked, basically. Will it bounce back? I mean, I very much doubt it. Obviously, it'll have some player numbers when New World Aternum comes out. I'm going to go back and try it, but I'd be very reluctant to say I think that will sustain. I don't think it will. There's been little things that have happened. Like I know they're going to make people who their characters have not logged in for 6 months, their names are possibly going to be up for being taken. Don't really care about stuff like that. Like I'm looking for substance, right? I'm looking for actual real substance, content, stuff to do, things that bring hype back. And at the minute, I ain't seeing it. Simple as that, innit? But yeah, worried about New World Aternum. I don't want to get too hung up on a beta because it is just a beta. I have heard a couple of things from the beta. I'm not under NDA, I don't think technically, because I haven't played it. I don't have a console at the minute, so a couple of things I've heard. Don't really want to report on them too much because I don't really know what I could get away with and what I can't get away with. Like I've seen images of perks and artifacts, and quite frankly I just literally don't care about them. But I've heard a little bit about PvP. It might be that the lock-on in PvP is coming. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's possible. Maybe I heard that, maybe I didn't. I don't know. I haven't played it. I'm not under NDA, I don't think. Please, I don't think so. Am I? I don't think so. Please don't sue me. Yeah. Whatever. It is what it is. I hope you guys are very well. I hope you guys are playing games that you enjoy. I know some of you are going to be playing Throne of Liberty. That game's not for me. If it's for you, please enjoy when it comes out in the middle of September. Not a game for me. I won't be covering it very much. Yeah, I hope you guys are well. We'll be back. I just don't know when, and I don't know what with. But I do know I love you guys. Goodbye.